I'm worried about my kid. I'm worried about my kid. I'm worried about my kid. I want to talk to my son. And I don't care if I break. I'll break for him.
How's it going, guys? I have an absolutely insane video for you guys today. Shannyforchrist is beefing with her own son. William, Shannyforchrist's kid, has recently turned 18. You guys may know one of the first videos I posted on this channel about Shanny was William getting sent to foster care. And after he's been in this home for a little bit, he's finally realized the life that he's been neglected of his entire existence, including his brothers. And it's kind of been weighing on him. But he had let it slide for a while, until his eyes were finally open. He realized the childhood that he lost, or the childhood that he could have had, and now he's going full out on Shanny. He's been leaving comments under her YouTube video saying, "Mom, I would really like for you to get help. This internet stuff has ruined my life, it's ruined your life, and it's ruined everything that could have been." And Shannyforchrist, instead of being a loving, caring mother and understanding that, hey, maybe I haven't been doing right my entire life, maybe I haven't done the right things for this dude, I should really start to straighten up my act. No, Shannyforchrist took the complete opposite route. She's decided to slander her kid William every single day this week. I promise you, there's not a day that goes by that Shanny doesn't get on live stream and begin either cussing him out, crying, trying to emotionally manipulate him to get him back on her side. And if you know anything about their history, this is nothing but selfish reasons. Anyone with a clear mind would say, you know what? I have really put this guy through a lot. What the hell have I been doing? I mean, you can go back through anyone who's ever covered Shanny, and you will see that Shanny has consistently put any man in her life over her children. I mean, it's just a constant factor in it. And William, he can no longer take it. You left me in a house with Rev, and he destroyed my life, and you don't even care. In fact, whenever my life was getting bad, like when CPS was coming knocking on the door and going to take us away, you decided the hell, it's just a nice vacation for me and Rev. We need to get away from the children. Our mental health isn't doing the best, even though they're laughing, giggling, and seeming like they're living a far better life. And I think that's something William saw. He's like, wow, I was just a burden to you guys, wasn't I? If I wasn't around, or my brother wasn't around, and you guys had no responsibilities, you would be living it up. Every time Rev went to jail for his various criminal activities, including sometimes even involving the boys themselves, he was always let back into the house, and it was constantly covered up by saying, you know what, listen guys, Rev has some real problems, you must forgive him each and every time. And William, he's a very good-hearted boy. He truly believed Rev and Shanny's lies. He was fully manipulated, I believe at least, to the point he was one of their biggest offenders. But that's not the case anymore. He no longer wants anything to do with either of them, and not only does he not want a life with them anymore, he's now actively trying to let his mom know that, hey, this is your fault, and there's a reason I don't want any more contact with you. It's to the point that Rev is even leaving mean messages to William, and William just like, listen Rev, if you have such a big problem with me, take it to court. And this is such an insane video, guys. I'm going to stop right here just so we can get into this mess.
I see all these like messages. Leave Will alone. Leave Will alone. Leave Will alone. Like,
his name was not mentioned once.
do you realize what the fuck happened today? William posted a comment under Jason's video. Well, it's a lie.
You said there was no comments.
There's no comments. I don't know what they're talking about.
Maybe he deleted it.
Well, I didn't do anything to cause anything, so...
Neither did I. I was asked.
I don't even believe it would be him.
I was asked.
I'm pretty sure it was a troll.
I want it known that I was asked to do the video. I didn't want to, but I did it for prayer's sake. Just could you give me some prayer for Shanny?
And how you people tell, you tell a son it's okay to disrespect your mom. Wow. It's okay to drop her like a bad habit. Wow.
Well, I mean, when I brought up the AI, he was rewarded for lying. So
Well,
I
yeah,
mean,
that's
I mean, why not?
Why not, right?
He was made to feel like a badass because he lied about his feelings on AI. So, okay.
I know. Calling us out. You're such a liar. What the hell?
No.
Whatever. I'm not going to go in this.
No, that's old shit and stupid.
Yeah, but I most definitely would never say anything horrible about my son.
Of course not, Jesus God.
Because I love my babies.
Always will. If that's the foster mom shit, yeah, that was literally, he brought this shit to you and made a big deal out of it, and then said it was all. What are you talking about then?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about? That's it. I am not being on your streams anymore. I'm not.
Why?
Because my mental illness has gotten so bad from this shit, I'm starting to imagine things. Apparently. You were talking about it.
What am I...
Holy shit. I am done.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Done. I can't do live streams anymore. I can't do it.
It's so crazy that when this drama was first going down, Shannyforchrist was trying to sweep it. She knew William was very upset with her. She should have understood when it was her birthday and she didn't get a call from either one of her children. But no, and it got even worse when she was seeing that he was posting in her comment section, but she was like, no, people cannot see this. It just goes to show you that Shannyforchrist is far more concerned about her image and how people will perceive the fact that her child no longer wants anything to do with her, instead of, actually caring about her child not wanting anything to do with her. I mean, this isn't a huge surprise. Like I said, they willingly gave them to CPS. Shanny could have went to court appearances, but would say, oh, I'm too sick, I can't do this, I can't do that. And Rev, he's just not in the right mind state to actually do this. The only time they actually ever showed any effort during the CPS stuff was when the kids were about to be taken away and they were like, heck yeah, go on, we need a vacation. They were literally calling it a vacation. I'm not even exaggerating, but let's go ahead and read William's message to you guys, just so you know that Shannyforchrist was 100% lying in the first couple clips that I was showing you guys. This is what William had to say. I don't want to talk to either of you anymore because you guys threw me away in my most valuable moment. They 100% did. You both chose to mess with me and not even try to listen to what I had to say. And William is a very smart kid. It would probably do them good since, I assume he's got more going on upstairs than the two of them put together. Especially you. Threatening to sue me over a damn computer you let me keep 3 years ago. He's talking to Rev at the moment. You then proceeded to lie, claiming I didn't get it when I was 15, that you could legally take it back. I'm hurting so badly right now, and you two threw me away. I'm choosing to distance myself because I don't want to talk to either of you. You guys need to get your life together, please, for the love of God, for the love of me and Zach. That's his brother. Stop complaining on the internet nonstop, looking into drama. Stop constantly trying to make videos to convince me to come back when I don't want to because of how I was treated. Get yourself together and try to push through this. I know it's hard out there, especially with your physical and mental health, but at this point, I'm tired of trying. The both of you are constantly choosing to make things worse for yourself. And that's a very intelligent take. That's pretty much what anyone with two eyes could look at Shanny and Rev's life and be like, that guy's 100% right. I mean, Rev won't work. Shannyforchrist will not improve her health at all, but she says she will. In fact, when things get too bad, they'll just fake a breakup, create drama in their own personal life just to get a little more donations in. This is not a healthy way to live. And William can recognize that, and Shannyforchrist still was trying to get William to come back to them. What do you think she actually wanted him for? She knows that Rev is tired of this and that he could leave her at any moment. So if you bring William back into the picture, well, you got someone else to take care of you. And it's not like she's even appreciative of it. She's going to berate him, she's going to be mean to him, and she's going to demand that he listens to her every whim. And that's not something anyone with a logical mindset would put themselves back into. Like, if you're in a bad situation, yeah, it is incredibly hard to see it for what it is while you're in there. But when things start going good for you and you sit back and you take a look at your life like, wow, what was I putting myself through? You would never go back there. Look at what you two were doing when you was denying that William was leaving comments. You guys were flipping out on each other because you wasn't sweeping just right. Rev wasn't sweeping just right for Shanny, and while you guys were on live, you were throwing Rev under the bus, which was leading to him having a meltdown. This is on live stream. This is something you guys are recording. Are you guys trying to tell me that it was all roses while you was off stream? I just don't believe that for a second, and I can promise you, Shanny, a majority of the viewers probably think pretty similar to me.
I mean, you could see it in my eyes. I haven't slept a wink.
Yeah.
that there's something going on. You can see it. You can't, like, if you can't see that I am going and through something, if you can't see it, you are completely emotionally unintelligent. It's the same with Jason. He can't sleep either because his heart is breaking too. Because it's about something and someone you don't know about. Now you listen to me real straight. I just found out you've been talking shit behind my back, and I am not happy. You damn well know that wellness check was not done on you for the goddamn computer. And if you want to play these internet games, William, Mom can discipline you. Every text you gave me pleaded me to get you out of that place. And I was trying to. And you damn well know it. And I have the texts to prove it. So if you want to play these internet games, game on. I guess I'm gonna have to be Mom. I miss you. I love you. I need you in my life. I don't know why this whole shit started with you and your foster mom. I don't know why. Okay? But just know when you're ready, I will be there for you. When you're ready, I will be there for you. But I do expect some answers from you on why you were treating me this way. It wasn't about a computer, and you know it. So I think you should admit to that in public and stop lying about me, or the DMs are going to drop. And everyone's going to know that you're the liar in this scenario, and you're lying about your mother, and I don't know why you're lying about your mother. Do you think it's going to get you clout? Do you think it's going to get you fame? You called me pleading, help me. She's going to kick me out. And then you lie and say it's because of a computer why I did a wellness check. That is such a childish way how to fucking lie, William. I thought I taught you better than that. I taught you not to lie. I always told you, whenever you lie, what you're doing is you're telling the person you're more smarter than them. But what if the person realizes you lie? You're the dumb one, William. Not slam your parents because you're angry and you have some teenage angst. I am not my mother. I never treat you like my mother treated you. I loved you. With every fiber of my being, I love you. And if you can't hear this now, you'll eventually be able to hear it and understand what I'm going through and how I'm feeling, because you're going to be a full-grown adult soon. I can't believe you did this to your mother.
Shanny, for Christ, let's get this straight, like right off the bat. If this was happening to you, oh wait, yes, this did happen to you before. Do you remember when your mom and dad came on to stream and was talking about you and how you could never forgive them after that? Like, you would not talk to your mom. That was the final straw in your guys' relationship. Not on your mom's side, but for you at least. Your mom was pretty done with you from what I remember, but you know, she was still your mom and she seemed like a pretty good person in general. So the fact that you're dragging William on the internet every single day, how do you think that's going to improve his life? How do you think that's going to improve your guys' relationship? Like, you're even going online and claiming that William has done some incredibly terrible things that has made the news. And like, we can't confirm it just yet, and I'm not going to be looking up William's stuff to go check for it. But even so, you shouldn't be putting that information out there since, you know, he just turned 18 and you are literally trying to ruin his life. There is absolutely no way that you could ever come back from that. No one. Like, if your parents were like yelling at you and screaming at you for no reason, you might just dislike them and drop them in general because of that kind of stuff, just from getting shown no respect by them. But you are publicly trying to destroy his reputation. How do you think he's going to want to talk to you after this? And yes, he was having problems with his foster family over like a Happy Meal or something, and that's why why he came back into contact with you, apparently. He was probably just upset and didn't know where else to turn to, and the fact that he hasn't been back into communication with you since then kinda shows that was probably the case. Could you imagine how much worse it would be if he was in the household, all the hell that he would catch? There's not a single chance that he's gonna return there or return your guys' phone calls, but especially with Rev threatening him with legal action. And big shout out to BGTV, I'll link his channel down below, one of my favorite creators on the platform, for helping me through some of the more confusing parts about this, because Shanny has been live at least 4 or 5 hours each and every day, so it's a little bit hard for all of us to keep up with, and the insane claims she's making, but he's definitely made it easier on me.
Or I should just be a mother and tell you, do not lie. I've got you red-handed and you damn well know it. And your foster mother is going to find out about this too. And hopefully she takes the internet from you. Because I would if I was in this scenario with you. I'd take your internet knowing you did this. Heck yeah. You're not responsible enough for the internet if you're going to lie about people and act like a troll to your own mother. How disrespectful. But you know what? I gotta give you leniency at that as well. Because I also trolled my mother on the internet too. Ha 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 ha. You've been lying a lot. To your foster mom, to me, to your brother, to your dad. You've been lying to all of us, son. All of us. And you've been starting shit with every single person in your life who cares about you.
That's right.
You need to go to therapy like I told you to.
Yeah,
It was you the whole time, you little shit. It was you the whole time. Doing that to your old mother who's done nothing but love you.
Yeah. That's right.
Am I mad at you? Absolutely. But my feelings are valid when I'm dealing with someone who's lying to everyone in their life. And covering for themselves. And trying to play victim when no one was doing anything to you.
He came crying to you.
Yeah. You want to say something?
Oh my God, I have wanted to say something about this boy for quite a while, but I wanted to respect him.
Now it's different.
Because I felt really bad.
He brought it online.
Even though I was correct, and he told me he wanted a career in AI, and she heard it too. I don't know if she doesn't remember this.
Yeah, she did. He did.
Thank you. He said he wanted a career in AI, and he was in here making me look like some kind of asshole for saying, why are you doing this? Okay, so your opinion changed on AI. Okay, cool. Jesus. The computer issue is about William. Yes. I went to jail for bullshit, and when I came back, he had taken my computer. The $4,000 Alienware that she cracked the screen with negs. I was using that for my Reverend Dude shit and playing Cyberpunk with a cracked screen. I was playing it anyway with a cracked screen. And then I got an extra monitor by, was it this? They weren't using it for the school. I could use it or some shit. I can't remember. I ended up getting a monitor eventually. But I was using it with a cracked screen. It was a $4,000 laptop. He said, Dad, please, Dad, could I use it? Could I use it? Could I use it? I said, yeah, you can use it. I said, yes, you can use it. I did not give it to you. But there were times that I got extremely up in your face about shit. Because you are exhibiting behaviors of a mentally ill man. And we both know what you were drawing in your notebooks in school. And we actually know what happened recently in school, but we're not going to talk about that.
Which made news.
I mean, should we say it?
No.
Okay.
Oh, but that, William, what made the news?
I got so angry with that bullshit with the computer. I said this to him. I said, look, that's fine. If I don't get a computer back the next time I see you, that's fine. But you better put at least a couple $100 in my bank account from your Venmo or whatever you got. Because that's a $4,000 laptop you got. You know what he said to me? Take me to court.
This got so much worse when she put the camera on Rev, and the first thing that he says is, Oh, yes, I've been waiting to talk about William for so long. You have been raising that guy for half of his life at this point. You shouldn't be willing to get on camera and be ready to drag him in front of your audience. If anything, you should be like, listen, Shanny, I don't think this is a good idea. And whenever she tried to put the camera in your face, you should have been like, no, I'm not been anywhere near this. I want William back. But that's not what you did. You actually let your real feelings come out, Rev. There's no way in the world if one of my family members or loved ones, someone I actually cared about, was like having this amount of problems with me, and someone else in my family like throws a phone in my face like, hey, will you give your grievances about this person? I would say absolutely not. Why are you even trying to do this? You're trying to make this worse, and I'd be actually upset with you. But we all know that's not how Rev rolls. He doesn't care about those kids. He never did. He's actually blamed them multiple times, and Shanny included, for the reason that all of his money is gone, for feeding her kids for all of those years. When Rev was the one who had the money, he could have been like, you know what, we can't be door dashing 24/7, we can't be eating out, we need to be cooking inside more, we need to be spending less money. And all of that $750,000, those kids barely had anything out of it. Let's not even pretend that a large majority of the reason they're not there at the moment is because of you. Every time you've been on live stream and had to interact with them, you're either yelling at them or actively trying to convince them that the lifestyle you live is normal and that you wish you could be doing better for them, when the reality is you could have been doing so much more. You were setting them up from failure from the get-go, and it's a miracle that one of them is finally seeing it now.
And by your own words, you told me how much I loved my mom through how you loved your mom. Do you remember that? That was back in the Covell days when you'd have that. You had a whole apartment to yourself down there that you didn't clean the cat box and made us look horrible. Wasn't your fault, though, because those pieces of shit are the assholes that tossed that over. It's not your fault in that way. But you didn't clean it, and you were supposed to. You let me know how much I love my mom by you saying how much you loved your mom. You and me were like that in terms of this. So I know that this isn't truly your heart, dude. I know it. For a fact, it's not your heart.
How is it incriminating evidence? I'm just saying how I feel. Okay, you ain't gonna say evidence in court for what?
Oh, my God.
For what? He's 18 years old. She's crying because she's worried. Exactly! I don't know what's going on with my kid. Any parent would! I've had sleepless nights for months! For a month! I've been crying my eyes out for a month! You guys didn't see it! Because I was keeping it private. He had to put it out in the public, where I'm being publicly harassed over this. Harassed. I know I'm a good mom. I know how much I love him. I don't need you to tell me how I feel. I don't need you to tell me how to act, what to say. You. Jason has something to say.
Yeah, I just remember I was supposed to say this on stream because it's accurate. I have thoughts that are coherent off air because I'm not comfortable in this live streaming environment at all. And but it came to me that basically what happened with the situation was that Shanny got penalized for being a concerned mother. That's what happened. By him, which is weird because he started it. He came to her saying all this stuff about the foster mom. Oh, when we first got here, it was fine. She was nice, all that stuff. And they were communicating no problem, William and Shanny. Everything seemed to be flowing perfect. We told you that months ago, remember? Oh, they're doing great. Yeah, and they were. It appeared that way. And then one day, William messages Shanny that this shit's going on with the foster mom. I don't know. I won't go into detail of what he said she did. I should probably not do that. What would you do as a mother with a son in that situation where the foster mom is being weirdly, verbally weird? I'll say that. You're the mom of the kid in the situation. You're not going to try and do something about it? Of course you are. So what did we do? A wellness check. That's the best thing we could do. She didn't like that, I don't think, the foster mom, but we were on talking basis. And we hung up with her. Nice, good conversation. And William was in trouble because it was known that he was creating problems between Shanny and the foster mom. He was doing shit to cause problems in their relationship that they could have had, so she could have had more access to the boys. So I called in the wellness check because I'm a mandated reporter due to my job, which most of you probably understand what that is, and I'm not going to ever say what it is publicly myself from my mouth, but you probably know what it is. So I have to report shit. So I called it into the police, their local police, and they did the wellness check, and it turned out that, yeah, William was lying about a bunch of shit.
It's so insane that Rev is blaming William and the other boy for making them look horrible because the cat box wasn't clean. William himself said in a recent interview, someone, I think it's called the Damn Podcast or something like that, did an interview with William, and William said that Shanny and Rev would force him and his brother to clean the house, and they had little to no idea how to do it because Shanny never taught them. She just expected them to know what to do. And to be honest, these guys at the time were below the age of 15. You shouldn't be expecting them to clean the litter box. If they slip up, that's on you, Rev, and that's on Shannyforchrist. How are you going to be blaming him for that now? And that's just ignoring the fact that the rest of the house was a complete mess. They didn't just walk into the room and say, look, that litter box is an absolute mess and everything else here is fine. You're having revisionist history and trying to blame Will for everything. And in that podcast William was on, he said when Shanny would do her cooking streams, which Shanny has recently stated was her favorite thing to do, she would leave the kitchen a disaster and expect the kids to pick up after it, even forcing them to go in there and clean up after her. Yes, kids should be cleaning up after themselves, but you should at least be teaching them how to do it. That was one of his biggest points, Williams at least, that he didn't know what to do, and you was forcing him.
Yeah, I want you on talking basis again. This is insane.
I want my baby back. I want this shit to end with him. Why the f is he doing this?
I don't know. I don't know.
And I'm done hiding it, William. I'm done hiding it for your sake. Because what about your mother's sake? Why are you doing this and worrying the hell out of your mother? Why are you doing this? You're worrying the hell out of your mother for no good reason. Why? Because I yelled at you? I said I was ashamed of you for lying to me for days? I'm a human being, William. I can only take so much. No. William, you are being a bad son right now, worrying the hell out of your mother like this. This is not good to do to your mother. This is not good to do to your mother. Same with the lion.
Yeah.
And maybe you're hiding because you're afraid that I'll yell at you. But you know what? I'm yelling at you because I love you. I'm yelling at you because I'm worried about you. I'm yelling at you because I'm disappointed in you. Because you can do better than this. It's a mother's love, and it's driving me crazy, and it's breaking my soul.
So after running his name through the mud, saying all the bad things you can think about him, Shannyforchrist has now flipped over her method of trying to get William back on her side. She's now saying, William, you are destroying your mother. Will you please stop this so I can feel better? Shannyforchrist, there has been 18 years in this kid's life where he has been manipulated, took advantage of by you, and had to live through things most people couldn't even imagine. So now, since none of this has worked, since William still isn't on your side and is beginning to go on podcasts explaining how bad things were for him, you're now trying to manipulate him again, and that is just absolutely disgusting. You had 18 years to do him right, but you failed each and every day. You chose yourself over him, and that's what you continue to do right now. Every one of your actions are entirely selfish. If you truly wanted him back, well, you would listen to him. He literally gave you options by saying, look, just get off the internet, stop doing all this craziness, and we will have an open conversation again. It's not off the table, but you won't choose that because it's not what you want. And at the end of the day, besides the turmoil that you're putting him through right now, he'll probably be a lot happier. I think this is going to be something that goes on for a long time. So if you want to keep up with this when I'm not covering it, make sure to go check out BGTV's channel. He'll probably be going live a whole lot here soon. So definitely make sure to check out his channel. Go check out Graveyard Flowers. I wouldn't been able to keep up with all of this without without their archiving. And with all that said, guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, click the little bell icon, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll catch you guys next time.